let's start off with some foam rolling or just rolling on the ground, whatever implement you have, just any kind of like soft tissue thing where we're working on kind of squishing muscles around, whether you do that with your hands, whether you do that with a roller or a handheld roller. Let's start on your butt. So you're going to be down on your back, sit on top of the roller. Cross one ankle over onto your leg. Put your hands behind you, Coop. Roll on your butt, Coop. There you go. So you should be rolling your hips here. And good, switch the other leg, so cross the other leg over, unless you got some reason that you shouldn't be doing that. Okay, whatever side you have crossed, let's tilt to that side. Okay, rolling down the back of your legs here. So start on your hamstrings from your butt to your knees. You're rolling the roller over your legs. So from your butt to your knees. You're gonna do it. You gotta do it. I show people what to do. And move it down to below your knees, so in between your knees and your ankles now. Good, last one, we'll roll over. We're gonna roll the front of your thighs. So your elbows will be on the ground. Roller will be underneath your thighs. And good. Okay, so standing up here, we'll move the rollers off to the side. We're gonna start moving here nice and easy. So we bring one knee up and you're just gonna press the heel of your hand into your knee. So it's like you're marching, but you're also trying to push your knee down at the top. So you're gonna take your hand and really push into your knee, try to push it down away from your chest, but stay tall at the same time. Good, now when you bring that knee up, we're gonna give it a hug. All right, and then you're gonna, instead of just giving it a hug, you're gonna pull up and across on your shin. So you should be end up a little bit sideways there, looking for a stretch on the outside of your hip here. Cool, give your knee a hug. Make sure on this one you're hugging your knee also. Don't just grab your ankle. You're gonna pull your knee up and across. And good. All right, so we're gonna step straight back here, just tapping your toe back, kind of a baby lunge or a little warm-up lunge. So we're stepping back. You won't take your knee all the way to the ground. Good, then we're gonna go feet wide, just a lateral squat, just squatting from side to side. And good, last one of these lunges is like we call it a bowler squat, but you're gonna reach and tap here, alternate to the other side. So we reach and tap, reach and tap. So now we're reaching across our midline. Your back foot should be crossing. Good warm up for your hips, good warm up for your knees. And good. So a little shoulder warm up, arms are gonna be out to the side, little circles. Okay, good, bigger circles. Go the other way. Big circles the other direction. All right, we're gonna do a stationary inchworm. So hands go down to the floor. You're gonna walk out into that push-up position. Then you're gonna walk your hands back into your feet as far as you can. Give yourself a hamstring stretch and then walk right back out. We're gonna do that 5 times. Don't stand up in between. It'll just make you dizzy. Good morning, Dory. Thanks for joining us. Okay, so we got 5 of those. All right, so we're gonna get going here. I think I'm gonna take that. Okay, so like I was saying, we've got 6 exercises and we're gonna do as many rounds as possible. So we're just gonna set the clock for 20 minutes and we'll go for 20 minutes. You go at your pace, you go at your speed. I'll go through the exercises right now and then we'll remind you as you go along. So the first one is a split jump. So what like the baseline or the regular one is 1 foot in front. You're going to do almost a lunge, but not, not all the way to the ground. And then you're going to come up and switch your feet, up and switch your feet. Okay, so that's the actual split jump. If you're not comfortable switching your feet in the air, it can just be like a jump here. You keep your feet the same for 10, and then 10 here. So it's 20 total of everything. The numbers are going to be really easy. So Coop, you got to go lower.
Lower?
Yep. So you got to squat down lower. All right, so the real one looks like this, where you're cycling your legs. And then the modified one is just here, pushing up, pushing up, pushing up. Okay, so that's the split jump. We're going to do 20 total. Next one is a goblet squat. So either body weight or holding a weight. If you're holding a weight, it's going to be right here, squatting down, coming up for 20. If you're not holding a weight, you can just go hands out in front of you, whatever you need. So we've got 20 goblet squats, 20 shoulder taps. So you're going to be in that push-up position. You're going to come up, tap your shoulder, tap your shoulder. Okay, the goal there is to keep everything locked right up in the middle, and that's 20 total, so 10 each side. From there, you're going to roll over whatever weight you use for the goblet squat. Should be handy. Rolling over, laying down on your back. You're going to hold both sides of the weight, and we're just pressing up like a bench press 20 times. Okay, so those may go pretty quickly. 20 push press, so that whatever weight you had, again, you stand up with that weight. You're going to dip your legs and push. Okay, so this is like a shoulder exercise. So you do 10 on one side, 10 on the other. And the last one is an upright row. So you'll just hold that same weight again and then pull up with your elbows. I find it easier to hold close to the middle and pull up. So depending on how big your weight is and where you can grab it. So we're just going to pull up like that. Kettlebells are good for this because the handle's big enough for 2 hands. These are not great for this. But okay, so just to go over that again. Split jump for 20, goblet squat for 20, shoulder taps for 20 total. While you're on the floor, you're going to roll right over for the press, and then shoulder press, and then upright row for 20. Okay, so full body circuit, you're going to go at your speed.
Do you have to do 10 each side?
Yes, 20 total. 20 total of everything. Okay, so we're going to set the clock for 20 minutes here, and we'll get going. Okay. Okay, so starting with the split jumps. Ready, and here we go, 20 minutes. Remember, you can stay on the same side here. You don't have to leave the ground if you don't want to. Just make it a little mini split squat. Once you're done with the split squat, it's goblet squat. Remember, you're going at your pace here. We'll try to talk through and remind you what the exercises are. I should have maybe put a board up, all of them, so you could check it out. Make sure on the goblet squat, if you're holding weight, the weight's going to stay up nice and tight under your chin.
Wait. And it's
Taps.
As you're finishing up with the goblet squats, next ones are the shoulder taps. So you're going to be in that push-up position. You can modify this by having your hands on the wall, hands on the back of the couch. When you're done with the shoulder taps, you're just going to roll right over.
that's a lot.
Whatever weight you got handy, you're going to be pressing up towards the ceiling.
The light.
Hard to get those right.
And it's this.
Yeah,
What's that?
the shoulder press, sir.
Oh, come
Shoulder
No,
press.
Squat and press up.
on.
Okay, so as you're wrapping up there, it's going to be a shoulder press here, or actually a push press. A push press is just a shoulder press that you can use your legs for help with. So we're not going to be standing up. You're going to get the weight moving with your legs and then finish with the weight at the top. So it should be a little bit more of a leg exercise than a shoulder exercise. There you go. Just a time check. We are 3 minutes into this thing.
Could we keep your weight?
Upright row, either holding the outside
This one kills me. Thank you, baby.
And
All right, do it all again.
oh boy.
And remember, there's no prescribed rest time for this or anything. No prescribed rest time. You're just taking what you need. If you're ready to get back into it, go ahead and jump back into it.
That's better than. All right, you can jump. Jump it one more time.
Oh, what?
We're gonna do it again.
You go for 20 minutes, Barry. You're on.
You did 20?
Did he started before us? So remember, we go split jump, goblet squat, shoulder tap, floor press, shoulder press or push press, and end with the upright row.
to that?
Now alternate would be.
Count with alternating.
You want me to do it?
Cooper, you can
Just count to 20.
Just count to 20.
Keep everything steady right in the middle, Coop. Don't tip from side to side. Keep it steady right here. That's good training for you.
After
Shoulder press. Just to review it again, it's split jump, goblet squat, shoulder tap, floor press, shoulder press, and then upright row. Oh, maybe not. Should be. Which would mean you're.
after this, that was the last
On the upright row, one of the easiest things to do is pulling your shoulders up next to your ears. Make sure your elbows are going to come up high rather than shrugging your shoulders way up.
It's supposed to rain. One time today, it's not supposed to rain. It's 2, 3, 4. That's it. It's supposed to rain.
Split jump, goblet squat, shoulder tap, floor press, push press, upright row. Remember, you're going at your pace here. On the goblet squats, the couple of ways you can vary it. You can limit how deep you go with the squat. You can hold more or less weight or no weight. On the shoulder taps, you can lean up against a wall or put your hand against a wall. Really focus on locking your core up, making things super tight. Good job, Coop.
20.
Nice job. Workout ready. So as you get more and more tired, it's probably going to be harder to remember what's next. Split jump, goblet squat, shoulder tap, floor press, push press, upright row.
20. What's after this?
Push press. Jumping press over shoulder.
Do your elbows need to tap there?
They would probably will. On the floor press, it's okay for your elbows to touch the floor. They're probably going to have to just because otherwise the range of motion is really small.
Isn't this like a smaller version of
It's just easier for people to learn and easier to coach online. Yeah, after the shoulder presses up right now. Why don't you, yeah, you're good. Keep your elbows higher than your hands. There you go. See. You're happy to be here.
So.
Ooh, 9 minutes and 25.
Okay, we are over halfway there. 9.5 minutes left.
18, 17, 16.
10 minutes. 10 minutes is a commercial break away.
Oh, wait, no.
A little lower feet like you're sitting on a teeny tiny chair. There you go. Good job.
Doesn't have to be another sit challenge at the end.
No, we don't have another sit challenge at the end.
Yes.
No challenge at the end of this one. No challenge, no minute long challenge at the end of this one, if that makes you feel any better. Split jump, goblet squat, shoulder tap, floor press, push press, and upright row.
Oh, wait. Two hands. No. Ready?
Look up.
Take all the rest you need in between.
What's next? Only one person. Can I do this one?
Remember to modify the split jump if needed. Don't cycle your feet, so one foot will just stay in front for 10. Then we'll switch to the other side, staying in front for 10.
Ooh.
That's too big.
What's
That weight is so big it gets in the way.
Yeah.
Then it's taking a break. This last one.
Take a break. Cooper brought up a good point. She said she's going to take a break. Totally fine. Take a break whenever you need to take a break.
How funny.
6 minutes left. 6 minutes left. So you get a yoga instructor.
Mommy.
That's Sean.
Huh?
That's Sean.
Yeah.
Just count for me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Oh,
7,
crushing.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
5 minutes to go. We're 3/4 of the way there.
19, 20.
split jump, goblet squat, shoulder taps, floor press, shoulder press, upright row. So as we get into the final 4 minutes here, make sure we're sticking with good form.
2, 1. Now it's 3 minutes.
4 minutes. So 4 minutes ago. It says 3, but there's 3 minutes and 59 seconds. That's 4 minutes. Okay, so as we get into the final few minutes here, make sure form comes first. Form comes first. So if we're hacking away at it, probably not putting yourself in a great position. You can start to lose weight if you need to, or I should say hold less weight.
19, 20. I'm really with this. Did you just do it?
What?
Invisible leg.
3 minutes left. 3 minutes left.
Do it one more time.
Probably. I'll probably take a shower after this.
One more set. One more up.
Next.
Less than 2 minutes here. Less than 2 minutes. About 1:45. Supposed to stop raining at any point today?
Nope. Well, I guess last time I checked, it wasn't supposed to rain at 2, but that was it.
Minute and a half. Minute and a half.
Not now. Shoulder taps. Shoulder. Now what?
Last minute. Last minute.
Cooper.
Kelly.
Thanks, Marion.
Which one?
Yeah.
Then,
Remember, form comes first. Last 30 seconds here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2,
15 seconds.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What's next?
Upright row. Don't hit yourself in the chin.
4,
5, 4,
8,
3,
10,
2, 1, and we're done.
19, 20.
Good job, everybody.
Thank gosh.
right. So that's the day. That's the day. Good job. Nothing like your own pace on a Saturday morning. Kind of see how you feel, find out or decide how hard you want to go with that. So have an awesome weekend. We won't have a live workout tomorrow, but we now have a bank of 12 of these on the YouTube channel. So if you want to check that out, if you want to work out tomorrow, check out one of the recorded ones. And have an awesome weekend. We'll talk to you soon.